Why is everyone scared of him? Because he is a monster, and they think he should apologize for being one. I will not apologize for the monster I became. Monsters aren't born, they're manufactured, built in silence, sculpted by betrayal, honed by pain. I didn't wake up one day and choose darkness like a costume. The world carved it into me, slowly, brutally, until obedience felt like a chain around my throat. They burned my heart down to ash, and from that ash, I rebuilt myself. But what I rebuilt was not gentle, not soft, not safe. I rebuilt edges. I rebuilt armor. I rebuilt a truth sharp enough to cut through their pity, through their lies, through the fake kindness they used to keep me small. They wanted me destroyed, not just broken, erased, hollow, quiet, invisible. They wanted a version of me that would never stand up again. But I didn't disappear. I became proof. Proof that the breaking doesn't always kill you. Sometimes it upgrades you. Proof that pain doesn't always consume you. Sometimes it forges you into something it can't touch anymore. I am not ended. I am altered. My scars aren't poetry. They aren't beauty. They aren't something to admire. They're raw, permanent, ugly in the most honest way, and I carry them like weapons. Each one is a receipt. Each one says, I survived what should have buried me. Mercy, they stripped that out of me a long time ago. Back when I begged for kindness and got cruelty. Back when I offered everything I had and watched it get taken, mocked, discarded. There is no mercy left in me because there was none for me. Sympathy is a language I don't speak anymore. It died on the day I realized nobody was coming, that I was alone in a world that feeds on the weak, laughs at suffering, and calls it life. So I let sympathy go, like you dropped something heavy that was never saving you anyway. The person I used to be is gone. Softness, naivety, hope. All of it burned away in the fire of what I lost. What remains is colder, harder, untouchable. And still they call me a monster, like I chose this, like the hands that shattered me weren't the same hands that now tremble when they see what I became. They call me cruel, ruthless, unrecognizable, good. Let them choke on their words. Let them swallow the weight of what they did. Let them stare at the aftermath and finally understand they created something they cannot control. I owe them nothing. No explanation, no justification, no apology. This monster is their consequence. Forgiveness, that's a luxury for the naive, for people who've never looked into the world's real face. I have. I stared into the void until I recognized myself in it. There is no room for forgiveness where I live.
No redemption waiting behind the door. No light that suddenly makes it all okay. Regret is for those still tethered to what if. I don't live in illusions. I live in reality. They think I'm cruel because I refuse to kneel, because I refuse to play their games, follow their rules, beg for a seat at their table. I do not beg. I do not kneel. I do not submit. The monster they see is my truth. It doesn't ask permission. It doesn't seek approval. It simply exists, stronger than their opinions. Judgment means nothing to me now. They can't hurt what they can't reach. They can't break what already learned how to survive broken. I live for me, for the version of me that rose from the ashes of everything they tried to destroy. They want an apology, but apologies are for mistakes, and I regret nothing. Let them hate me, let them fear me. Their hatred is just noise, their fear is fuel. I am the monster they made, but I am also the reckoning, the consequence, the reminder that you don't break something without facing what it becomes. I am not sorry. The blood I shed, the pieces I lost, the weight I carried, it's written in the way I walk now, in the way I breathe, in the way I decide. I will not be tamed. I will not be softened. I will not feel guilty for the armor I built to protect what little remained of the man I used to be. They tried to destroy me, but I'm still here. And that's the only thing that matters.
He walks through the world like a storm, and people tremble when his name is said. And still, I rise again. Not because anyone allowed it, not because anyone believed in it, but because surrender was never written into my blood. Retreat was never etched into my bones. Every scar is mine. Every crack is mine. They are proof I was broken, yes, but never destroyed. They buried me under failure, betrayal, and laughter, left me in the dark, thinking I would rot. They didn't understand what they were doing. They didn't realize what they were creating. He rose from a bloodline of broken dreams and turned pain into power. I am the apex of my bloodline. I wasn't born to blend in. I was born as an interruption, a rupture in the cycle. I studied my lineage. I watched mistakes get passed down like a curse. Broken promises, quiet suffering, daily surrender disguised as survival. I am not that. I am not them. Yes, I carry the same blood, but the weakness ends in me. The doubt dies in my shadow. The fear stops at my bones. I am the correction. I didn't ask for this weight, but I carry it. Every betrayal was a lesson. Every late night was a forge. Every ceiling I stared at in silence taught me discipline. I used to want love. I used to reach out. But love in the wrong hands is a weapon, and I was cut open by it. So I bled it out. Now I don't crave warmth. I am the heat. I saw the old path, crooked, soaked in doubt, littered with unfinished dreams. I refused to walk it, so I made my own with bleeding knuckles. I tore through excuses. I crushed every almost. I became the voice that silences the fear they carried. If that makes me a monster, I'll wear the title like a crown. I don't serve comfort, I serve truth. And truth doesn't come dressed in softness. I don't whisper anymore, I roar. I don't flinch, I face. I don't seek redemption, I become proof. I became the sign. I became the change. Their absence made me self-reliant. Their silence made my voice louder. Their doubt made my conviction unbreakable. I don't owe anyone understanding. My life is the evidence. I chose fire over fear, purpose over peace, and I became what they were too afraid to imagine. Monsters, when aimed in the right direction, become legends. So no, I don't carry shame, I carry power. And this bloodline will be remembered not for its struggle, but for its transformation. And I am the reason why.